Born on July 26, 1967 in Sherbrooke, a small coal mining town in Derbyshire, England, Jason Statham grew up far from the glitz of Hollywood. His father was a lounge singer and street seller, while his mother worked as a dancer, instilling in him a sense of performance early on. As a kid, Statham was drawn to the rough and tumble energy of his working-class neighborhood, but it was sports that shaped his early years. A natural athlete, he developed a passion for diving, spending countless hours perfecting his form on the springboard. By his teens, he was competing at a national level, representing England at the 1988 Seoul Olympics and the 1990 Commonwealth Games as a member of the British national diving team. Though he never clinched a medal, the discipline and grit he honed in those years would later define his on-screen persona. Statham's path to stardom wasn't a straight line. In his 20s, he scraped by, working odd jobs like modeling and selling knockoff goods on London streets, a hustle he learned from his father. His rugged looks and streetwise charm caught the eye of a modeling agency, and soon he was strutting for brands like French Connection. But it was a chance encounter with director Guy Ritchie that changed everything. Ritchie, known for his gritty crime flicks, cast Statham as a con artist in Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels in 1998. The role was small but electric. Statham's raw charisma and natural toughness leapt off the screen. He followed it up with another Ritchie collaboration, Snatch in 2000, playing Turkish, a small-time boxing promoter. His deadpan humor and commanding presence opposite Brad Pitt cemented him as a talent to watch. By the early 2000s, Statham was carving out a niche as Hollywood's go-to tough guy. His breakout came with The Transporter in 2002, where he played Frank Martin, a no-nonsense driver for hire with a knack for high-octane action. The film showcased his physicality. Statham performed most of his own stunts, a habit that became his trademark. His background in martial arts, which he'd picked up over the years, gave his fight scenes a crisp, believable edge. The success of The Transporter spawned 2 sequels and turned Statham into a bankable action star. He wasn't just a muscle-bound bruiser. His understated wit and steely charisma made him stand out in a genre crowded with one-dimensional heroes. The 2000s were a whirlwind of action hits. In Crank, 2006, Statham played Chev Chelios, a hitman who must keep his adrenaline pumping to survive a poison in his system. The film's over-the-top premise leaned into his ability to balance intensity with a wry smirk. He joined the ensemble cast of The Expendables in 2010, holding his own alongside action legends like Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Statham's role as Lee Christmas, a knife-wielding mercenary, became a fan favorite, leading to appearances in 3 sequels. His work in The Mechanic, 2011, and Safe, 2012, further solidified his reputation for delivering lean, brutal action with a touch of heart. What sets Statham apart isn't just his physical prowess, but his ability to bring depth to roles that could easily feel generic. In the Expendables series, his camaraderie with his co-stars feels genuine, hinting at the loyalty he values off-screen. In Homefront 2013, written by Stallone, he played a retired DEA agent protecting his daughter, tapping into a quieter, protective side. Even in Parker 2013, as a thief with a code, he brought a moral complexity to a genre that often skips nuance. His characters, though often stoic, carry a lived-in quality, a nod to his own hardscrabble roots. Off-screen, Statham is famously private. He's been with model and actress Rosie Huntington-Whiteley since 2010, and the couple has 2 children, Jack and Isabella. They split their time between London and Los Angeles, keeping a low profile despite their A-list status. Statham's no stranger to discipline, maintaining a rigorous fitness regimen to stay in fighting shape for his roles. He studied Wing Chun, karate, and kickboxing, and his dedication to authenticity means he still performs the bulk of his stunts, even in his 50s. Injuries have come with the territory, torn muscles, banged-up joints, but he shrugs them off with the same grit he brings to his characters. His filmography isn't without missteps. Movies like In the Name of the King, 2007, flopped, and critics haven't always been kind to his one-man army roles. But Statham's appeal lies in his consistency. Fans know what they're getting: high-octane action, sharp one-liners, and a lead who feels like he could actually take a punch. His collaborations with directors like Stallone and Guy Ritchie show he's a team player, while films like The Transporter and Crank prove he can carry a franchise on his own. In recent years, Statham has shown versatility. He leaned into comedy in Spy, 2015, stealing scenes as a bumbling secret agent alongside Melissa McCarthy. He battled a prehistoric shark in The Meg, 2018, proving he could anchor a blockbuster with global appeal. The sequel, Meg 2, The Trench, 2023, doubled down on the absurd fun, with Statham's character diving into the deep end, literally. He's also returned to his roots with Ritchie, starring in Wrath of Man, 2021, a dark, layered heist thriller that let him flex his dramatic chops. At 58, Statham shows no signs of slowing down. His recent roles, like in The Beekeeper, 2024, keep him at the forefront of the action genre, playing a former operative with a knack for vengeance. He's not chasing Oscars or critical acclaim. He's chasing the thrill of the next fight, the next chase, the next explosion. For Statham, it's about delivering for his audience, the same way he once dove for perfection on the springboard. From the streets of Sherbrooke to the bright lights of Hollywood, he's built a career on grit, charisma, and an unshakable work ethic, proving that sometimes the toughest guy in the room is also the most compelling.